All right, I'm on hole number 6 of the Pacific Cup tournament. My Monday's qualifying round in the rookie division. Let's go to Golf Clash Notebook and check out hole number 6, and this is going to be at Gokasho Bay. Gokasho Bay. I got all these set up, and it's hole number 6. All right, so I know with my upper developed account that what I want to do is come over here in the black line. There is 10% on the drive. Okay, this is important. Okay, do one of two things. Always leave yourself 2 rings of maneuver on any transitional surface, or do this 10%. But if you push all the way up there and then you don't do the 10% and you get within that 2, you're going to end up in this rough. But if you leave yourself 2 rings of maneuver, you'll have enough built into it that this 10% will work. But this is definitely a hole that when you get it set up where you want, go down there and do a wind adjustment and add on 10%. And we want to bleed off into this area. It takes about 5 topspin, maximum left-hand side spin, to get up into this area. But with this club, I don't think I have 5 topspin. So I'll still be able to get the second shot done. It's going to be a rough bump. And you need to bring a big ball. So what do I got here? I've already identified at least one hole that I'm going to need a kingmaker on. I get 45 of those, so I'm going to play with the Titan, the King of Balls. I'm going to bring my number 2 bag, and I am going to upgrade its accuracy. So what would that put me? I'm at 56 right now, so I'm a 1.9. So it's going to take it to 66, 67. That's going to put me at 1.7 per ring. And do I want to do that? 1.9 is so close to 2. Sometimes it's really easy to do the math when you're far away. I'm going to hold off just because I know that 1.9 number pretty well. Obviously, it's better to have more accurate clubs, but I had that happen to me one time where I got my Hornet upgraded during the tournament, and I didn't upgrade it because it changed the accuracy, and I was on fire with it, and I didn't want to mess with the mojo, so I just left it where it was at. Hole number 5. This is an up and down. 2 shots. 2 very distinct shots here. You've got to get your drive in the right spot. The ideal spot's about 343 to 345 yards. It's a really tight area. You see this depression that's up here at the top of this fairway right here? You want to be in that depression. That puts you as far as, if you've got upper developed stuff, that puts you right where your red line is, right, so that you can do the rough bump. And you're right at max club. During the practice session before this tournament started, I was trying a max overpower hook shot. And I did finally catch one where I was out here. It did the bounce here. It did the bounce off of this fairway. It bounced over the water and hit this fairway and then bled off the front and ended up in the sand. I had a little too much topspin on it. But there is a max overpower hook shot. There's 2 of them. One that can get you onto that island, and the other one gets you onto this fairway pad. And both of them are short iron shots into the green. But it is very tricky, and it's all wind dependent. And you're taking the wind out, but if you're fighting against certain kinds of winds, it responds a little different. But there are some shots to get you over there. You got plenty of room here. So I'm going to get up into that area. It's 3-8. Let's say 4. That's 4-2. There's 2-5. There's 3-5, 4. I'm going to do about a ring and 3/4. I put a little bit of curl on it to bring it back to the fairway, and that's all the curl I have on that particular club. And just try and get up into this front depression right here. We're looking for 343, 345, 338. So we're just a little short, and I'm not necessarily short, but I needed to be right here instead of where I'm at. So I'm on that setup. I need to I can set it up a little bit more to the right, and the curl will then, when the curl kicks in, it'll lift me up there. We'll see if I'm in the right spot to do a rough bump. I'm curious in this account with this Viper, because this is all distance thing here, but you got to bring a 3-power ball for this rough bump. And see if I'm in the right spot where I'm not in between clubs. Whew, it's right there. I mean, right there. And I'm right at it. Okay, it's 1.4 per ring. That's 1.4. That leaves me 6, 7, 8, 9. We're a little over half. Just need to hit it perfect. Hit it great to the right. Great to the right. That's another hole right there that shot, it doesn't matter because you're doing a rough bump. You can get the same kind of effect from that backbone right there that you would from an upper develop. You're going to get, you still have a serious shot at it if you can hit that perfect. But you can see the distance, how critical distance was there. If I was any shorter than where I was, I would have been in a little bit of spot of bother as far as that rough. Because you can't get too deep in that rough or you'll end up just getting stuck in it. So there's a small little window there where you're like right at max club, and the ideal spot is 343, 345. And I think I can get there with that club. It's just when I set that up on the drive, I need to set it up a little bit more to the right. All righty. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right, that was hole number, good luck in the tournament. That was hole number 6 of the Pacific Cup tournament in the qualifying round, Monday's qualifying round of the rookie division. What day am I on? All right, that was hole number 6. Thanks for watching.